Well, hey guys and gals, welcome back to another episode on the Blockhead server. Today, we're standing in a circle, and what we're doing is, what I wanted to do, and what we're doing right now, is I wanted to add on to our upper class, what do we want to call it, manor houses, noble area up here. Up on top of things, which is incredibly funny because I was actually listening to a YouTube video that was talking about class disparities among people in the United States. So that's kind of interesting. I do listen to political things sometimes, but I don't share political views on my channel. I'm not interested in doing that, so don't even ask. But anyway, yeah. So what we're doing here is we're kind of building some things. I put a circle of stones around here, a la Waffle Stick. I tried to build what he likes to build, and I think I pulled it off okay. I mean, it doesn't look exactly like Waffle Stick stuff, but it looks similar, and I'm happy with it. I think it matches pretty well. Yeah, so what I wanted to do is just kind of create this ring here, because there's going to be a house in this area. And what I'm trying to decide right now by running around, do I want to build like one house and then move to another place and build another house and move to another place and build another house? Or do I want to kind of lay out the whole area and then build a bunch of houses all at once? And the answer to that question is I have no idea what I want to do. That's my answer. Okay, so yeah. I think what I'm going to do though is I think I'm going to start laying out this house here. So let's go ahead and grab some different materials. So I'm going to grab some of that and some of this. All right. Wait. Nope, not that one. Nope. This one. Nope, not that one. Nope. This one. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so I've kind of got this like layout here. What I'm thinking, though, is that there's already a tower right there. And as much as that tower kind of is in the nobles area in kind of my way, I don't want to tear it down because Waffle Stick built it, and I don't want to tear Waffle Stick stuff down. That's just mean. That's just really mean. So I'm trying to think, do I want another tower like next to that tower? And I think my answer is I just answered my own question. That's probably a dumb idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start right here, and we need a 9-block rectangle square thing. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And right now I'm running Silder's Vibrant Shaders. This is the medium, I think. So I think it might be slowing down my screen a little bit. So I'm sorry if it's a little bit shaky. I'm probably going to take these off in a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. All right. And then give that to pow. There we go. Okay. That's good. We have a start on our house. We have the tower portion. What I was thinking about doing was doing a tower similar to that one, not as tall probably, and then extending this house this way. But now that I've built that sort of tower section, I've decided to put it in the middle of this right here. What this is going to be the entrance to our house. So when we walk around here, we're going to come around this way. Going to walk around here, and then we're going to be like, where is the entrance? And it's going to be right here. Right there. And so I think that what I'm going to do is make the tower in the middle of the house, similar to that one, but in a way where like the house is going to extend out that way, but you can see the full tower in the front. I think that that's what's going to happen. There's a zombie skeleton horse somewhere. A skeleton horse somewhere. I think he's underneath here because this is actually hollow under here in some places. When I extended the cliff out to make it an actual cliff instead of just a hill. Way back in episode something or other. But yeah. I also have the Chocopic version 7 shaders on now. These have a little bit higher frame rate for me while I'm recording. So what we have to do is we have to extend this out right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is one section. And then let's see if we can do 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can get 2 sections in there. And if I move this wall over, can I get 3? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's pushing it. So I think that I will move this wall eventually. This thing's, because like here's the path, right? So if this is the path, I can bring this wall forward this way, and then it won't. We won't have a problem. Will we? Or are we gonna have a problem? You got a problem with that? Huh, Sonny boy? You got a problem with that? You got a problem? Oh. I guess not. Why does my helmet look so strange? It's getting dark. I need to go to bed. Okay, I've got a basic layout going on here. So what we've got is this part right here needs to actually be torn out because it's going to be part of our house here. And then we've got this right here. We're going to tear this out. There we go. And this is going to be our tower. Do I need to outline that? Hopefully, yeah, you know what? I better put a block there and a block there. Otherwise, I'm going to forget where the tower is. That'll be dumb. And I can see myself doing that. So, yeah, so I've got the outline coming out here. I'm being intentional this time about actually building in a fireplace in the right spot. So that's what this is right here. I'm going to push this out. In fact, let's just do it now because I'm already doing a bit of work like that on the other part over here. So I'm going to push this out a bit here. Right like this. So we're just going to tear all of this out right here. Da 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 da. Okay, whatever. And then that's gonna be pretty good. All right, so you're gonna come up here. That's the hat. Yeah, it's gonna look good. All right, so then, dude, I really wish that I could do something with this tower. Don't tell Waffle Stick, but I'm gonna tear down this tower. Don't tell him, okay? Maybe he won't notice. Yeah, he'll notice, so I won't do it. But anyway, you guys are like, why are you whispering? Just weird. That's all. That's all I got to say. Okay, so what I wanted to do then was right here, basically what's going on and why I'm grabbing some dirt out is because this section right here, I need to add this out, push this out because I want to build this thing out so that it's like out here some, right? So this is going to be like kind of the extent of our house coming out this way. So we got to go, let's see, I'm just using these stone stairs for markers right now. Eventually I will replace these with other stair variants, but for now that's going to be like the end of our house. Yes, that's the end of our house, like that. So then we're going to go ahead and grab this and build this across here like this. So this is going to be like the far end right there. So what I was trying to say is that I need to replace like this dirt that's here. I'm going to go like that and fill this in like this. Oh, and by the way, I'm using Project Luma now, the Project Luma shaders. I feel like they offer a decent amount more frame rate, and they also look really good. So I just keep like constantly looking for like ways to improve the visuals of the game, especially since I have this computer that's a little bit better than my old toaster that I used to have. Actually, my daughter's using that one right now for online school. Yay, online school. Is this coarse dirt? No. It's regular dirt, but it has this like... You see this? This little gray things in it? That's interesting. Does all dirt have that? I guess so. Huh. There's rocks in my dirt! Anyway, yeah, so we're going to fill this in like this. And what I didn't want to do was like mess up Waffle Stick's door to the little tower here that I want to tear down. But yeah, so that door will still exist there somehow. And we're just going to bring the kind of this wall over this way. I don't have a shovel. Do you guys know that? How can a person work without a shovel? I'm like now digging with my sword. This is not a good situation. All right, so we're starting to get somewhere with this house. We've got our... Are those windows too tall? Did I do the windows too tall? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Let me go. I did do the windows too tall, and they're supposed to have those at the bottom. Well, we'll have to fix that. But anyways, I made some progress on the old house here. The next thing that I was thinking about, though, is how in the world are we going to set this apart from the other one? And so I think what I wanted to do was to do spruce wood, unstripped spruce wood for our vertical components. So like over here on these, we have these the stripped oak wood. And if you remember, like back like 3 or 4 episodes, the blockheads we had, I put like the stripped birch for some reason on this one, and so it looked really like a lot lighter color than these over here. So I think what I want to do is do a darker color on this one here, and then that also might match this a little bit better because Waffle Stick used some of the oh, let's just throw some of these. Wrong key. It just started randomly throwing things. Gosh, I'm so clumsy. Such a blockhead. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to use the spruce, I think, the spruce wood here. So we're just going to go ahead and, do the... How did I do that over there? Oh, yeah, okay, I did do it like that. So we're going to do one like that, one like that, one like that, and then bring these across in the center like this, and then these come up 1, 2, and 3, and then they have components that are going to go across the top, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, I'm just going to be working on this for the next 10,000 days, and then... Yeah, but I think that I like this kind of darker color here. And then we're probably still going to go with the white concrete and diorite stuff in the middle there, because if I deviate too much, it's going to look like it's not part of the village anymore. So I got to do that. I don't know if I'm still liking the diorite white concrete combination for the sort of stereotypical like white, like Wattle and Daub stuff it's called in the medieval builds, but... regardless of whether you think it's good or not, or I think it's good or not, I think that what we need to do is continue to make it somewhat so that it's the same. Because if I make this build like too different, then it's going to look out of place. So, in fact, it might even look out of place just using the spruce, the darker spruce. But I think if I keep all of the other elements the same, then that will be the thing that's changed on this one, and it'll work out. So... Yeah, and then the other question that I'm kind of asking myself is how tall do I want to make this thing? Do I want to make it like 2 stories on one side and 1 story on the other side, like that one? But I think what I'm going to do is just do 1 story, or actually 2 stories, I suppose. So this lower story, and then the upper one that I'm working on currently, and then the roof line above that, and just call it good. And because I wanted to have a slightly smaller build here, because... I just have a smaller space to build it in, for nothing else. Also, I think that varying up the size of the builds is pretty good. And that one over there is just a beast. It's a monstrosity. It's a huge, giant monstrosity. And I think that that's probably going to be the biggest... Well, I might do one slightly bigger than that one. But one of the biggest manor houses in this area, I think. So that's kind of where I'm at right now as far as that. Yeah. So, anyway, cool. Here we go. Bah, bah, ah. Why am I doing that? I don't know. I'm a wacko. All right, bit of a progress update. I've put in a lot of this spruce wood right here, and I think that looks really good. And then I've got the tower started, got this over here, and then I put in these I fixed the windows so that they're only 2 blocks tall with the stair block above them like they're supposed to be. So that's all fixed. This is starting to look pretty good with this, what's it called? This thing. It's a fireplace, Hex. That's what that's called. Chimney? Smoke? Yeah. That's what it's called, Hex. Good job. That's what it's called. Are you some sort of stupid person that is stupid? Yes, I am. Anyway, this right here is looking pretty good. I did something kind of stupid, but I think it's going to be fine. I did something stupid. I decided to go with full oak wood blocks for the floor. And I think it looks amazing, actually. But the problem is that, yeah, I have to harvest all of that. So that's kind of annoying. But I did find a way to harvest it. And I'll probably tell you about that later, but basically there's an area that I'm intending to build more city in, like I want to build more city in. And so what I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to harvest the what's it called? The stuff that is called things, the oak wood, that stuff, it's going to get harvested from this area over here. I'll just show you. Why not? Why not? So over here, across the river, I would like to build more city of this medieval town city thing. I don't know how far I'm going to go. Probably just like in this area right in here, and kind of build more like, I don't know, like the streets of the city maybe. I'm not exactly sure what it's going to look like, but I'd like to build maybe like a little port in here or something, or even build like a port sort of right in this area right here where, you know, boats can come in. Maybe I'll take this whole landmass out. I don't even know. But something like that I think would be really cool to add to our city and our town. But how this relates to the oak wood harvesting is that all of these trees could go, so that I could make room to build, you know, little houses and stuff. And then I could also tell like what the land is actually going to look like, so I can kind of plan out where the buildings are going to go and things like that. So I think that that's where I'm going to harvest oak wood from in the future. And that way I don't have to worry too much about replanting it, but I still will collect the little sapling guys so that I have the saplings for planting in different places. And I just realized, let's see, over there I did 2... yeah, so that actually shouldn't... That should have been there. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? What the heck am I doing? What is he doing? I don't know what he's doing. He's being a crazy person. Now I'm Scottish. I can do like a lot of accents, I guess. Sometimes they just come out. If I try to do them on purpose, they sound stupid. But if I do them like for real, then they kind of come out and they don't sound... Well, they still sound stupid. Okay, so I've got the upper portion all filled in with some oak wood here. That's pretty good, pretty good. And then also I filled in the windows here. I still need to put the yellow glass in, which, yeah, I think I'm going to use yellow glass still. I don't know. It makes sense with the medieval style that it's yellow, because then at night, like, it looks yellow when you're looking at it, but I don't really love the color yellow personally. But anyway, yeah, so I did all of that all the way around. So a lot of this is done. I think what I'm going to do right here is put vertical spruce wood right there. I think that'll look really nice there and there. And then, yeah, I think we're ready for a roof over here and a roof over here, and to extend this up, get that done. So these 4 pillars right here also are for I'm going to do like an entrance thing. So it's going to have its own roof, and then it's going to be kind of like a front entrance deal thing. Foyer? I don't know what it's called. But anyways, I'm going to get started on this roof. So I've just noticed that this side of my build is a little bit crooked. But here's the thing. I'm going to keep it. And here's why. Because all of the other builds that I've done have been relatively straight. And let's be honest, they look a little bit robotic or redone and inorganic, and it might be fun to have one that's a little bit quirky. So I'm going to leave it actually and see how it turns out. I think that it's actually going to turn out kind of pretty cool. So we're going to give it a shot. What I can't figure out is how it could be that crooked and the thing is still in the middle, like the peak. I don't know. I really don't know how that happened. I'm just like looking at it like, huh? How did I do that? I think what's going on is I went like a convex curve here. No, a concave curve here and a convex curve here. Convex goes out, cave goes in. Yeah. So I think that's what's going on, but just kind of strange, like that it actually managed to stay in the middle. And I think that's kind of important and necessary, but I don't really know. So yeah, it's actually seeming to be working. I don't know, whatever. It's working, and I like it. So yeah, I'm just kind of gonna continue to build this roof, and then when it is done, then I will show you. Maybe I won't. I don't know. All right, we have a big progress update here. I've done quite a bit of work. I've actually put in a lot of stuff. I've been working on this thing for so long I don't even remember where I left off. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like right now. Actually, scout mode has been working. So I'm going to go ahead and trigger scout mode. There we go. And yeah, there it is. I'm very happy with it. I have to build... What? 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 Why is his head floating? I guess he's in spectator mode or scout mode, maybe? I've never seen that before in this game. I've been playing Minecraft for a while, and I've never seen that. That's very interesting. Okay. There's a Net's mine head floating in front of my house. Anyway, yeah, so I finished out the two sides here, and that's just totally threw me off. I did kind of like a little entrance there. I detailed the entrance a little bit, and then if you come around the sides, I feel like these sides, they look really good. The only thing that I'm not, pardon me while I go past that, super happy about is the position of the fireplaces. So I'm going to have to remember that for future builds. I don't know if I'm going to tear it down and rebuild that here. I think that they look okay where they are, but I probably should move them back a block or two to get them so that they're in the right places, but nah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that or not. I might do it, but I might not. The next thing that I want to do, though, is I wanted to put in a couple of dormers over here. So these little cutout thingies right here, whatever these are called, dormers. I think they're called a dormer. These little things, these little sort of half houses that are like sticking out. I want to put a couple of those in on this side over here and on this side over here. And then, you know, the same thing over here and over here. And that's going to be really cool. And then I need to decorate the tower a little bit with some of these kinds of things that I put on this one. I guess those are dormers also. Just to kind of make it so that, you know, it's not just a big black, gray, black? That's not black, Hex. That is gray. Oh boy, this That's Mine thing is really throwing me off. What on earth is going on? I'm going to have to screenshot that. What in the bloody heck is going on here? That is really strange. Okay, I finally got all of those dormers done. I swear it took me longer to do those dormers than it did to build the rest of the house all together. But I think I really like them. I think they look really great. I'm missing some glass in that one. I also have a different shader pack on. Right now I'm using Silder's Enhanced Default, and I'm kind of liking it actually. It is what it says. It's Enhanced Default, and but the lighting in it is very nice and cool. So yeah, just trying it out for a while. I think this actually goes pretty nicely as far as with, you know, just playing in default Minecraft. But anyway, yeah, so the next thing that I wanted to do was I decided to go ahead and move out the fireplaces, because I basically had the chimney like right here in front of this thing right here. So we have sort of the finial, I guess, on the end of the roof there, and then another one over here. And what I really want is I want the fireplace to go up right there, and it's just a block too far forward for that to happen. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to move them both back a block so that basically the fire will be right there, and then we'll be able to go ahead and have the smoke going up, coming right out. Well, the fireplace itself is going to be right where this finial is, so the finial's got to go, but I think it's going to look good anyway, because there's enough finials. It's enough with the finials already. Finial. I like the word finial. It sounds like final, but with a fin. Okay, very, very cool. I moved those fireplaces. I moved them and moved them one block back. And I don't know. I think it looks okay. It's a little hard to see. Let me go into Scout. Trigger Scout mode. I like this. Waffle Stick's friend actually made this data pack, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I think it looks okay. I mean, I would like to have the chimneys out like one block. I think that would look better. But it looks all right. I mean, from a distance, like from like 1,000 blocks away, it looks better. Just kidding. Obviously, I did some other stuff to it. I detailed the outside of it, so I put on all of these things, these fence posts, and then the trapdoors and some slabs. I went with the oak slabs just to try to give a little bit of lighter wood color to that. I don't know if I like them. Also, I have a lot of oak wood slabs just sitting in a shulker box going unused, so I thought I'd just use some up. So that's what that's about. And then I did the dormers as well. And then also I did these little things that are, I don't know what you would even call these things on the tower, but I think that makes it look really good. These little things, they're kind of dormers, I guess, but they're the same style as I did over on that build over there. So I think I talked about them at great length in that episode. Also, I put a couple little peak holes up here. And then around over here, I did sort of the same thing, except these two follow the stairs. So that's why they're at an angle. I tried to put two more that follow the stairs this way, but they were too close to these bottom two, so it didn't look right. So what I did is this right here, and I think that works really well, and it adds a lot of detail to that tower and makes it look good. I also put these little lanterns on the top that kind of light up the top here a little bit, keep things somewhat mob-proof-ish, kind of. Okay, maybe not. And then let's go back into trigger scout mode. And then I did the interior. I didn't really decorate the interior, but on the interior I did put a few more lanterns. And I really like these fireplaces. For some reason, I really like the way they look. I know they're super simple, but I like the way that they look. I think they look really effective and cool and good. I obviously need to put some more lanterns in this area, so I think I'll do that in a little bit. But do I even have that in my inventory? Oh, I don't have the planks and stuff. I need to make some more. Anyway, so these fireplaces up here I think look even better. And yeah, so I just put these lanterns in here. And then I made sure that the floors were in place. And then I did these little stairs. Just super simple, one wide stairs. I thought that would work well in this build. And then these windows here, they provide some light so that you can get the light in. And I like these things right here. Those are nice too. And then here's the little peek holes that peek out the front. So that's kind of cool. And then the stairs take us all the way up to the roof of the tower, which you can hang out up here and check out all of the lesser citizens down there in the market area. And then, the real peasants down here in the farming area. And then there's going to be some slums over there. Well, I don't know if they're going to be slums, but they're going to be sort of it's going to get higher class as you go towards the castle. So I think this is going to be the highest class area. This is going to be the middle class area where there's merchants and markets and craftsmen and stuff. And then kind of a farming area in here. And then over there is going to be kind of more, a little bit more urban-ish and maybe some lower cost kind of housing kind of things over there. So that'll be kind of cool. And those are kind of my long-term plans. For now, I think we have a little bit of time left in the episode. And I've been looking at this area right here. Do you see this area right here? Yeah. What is that? That's a bunch of ugly stone. What I'm thinking about doing is, let me show you kind of the topography of this area. Topography, that's a $10 word. Topography. The topography of this area is it kind of sinks down into this stone. And what I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about taking the land right in here. Maybe this level, and taking it all the way across and flattening it out with some, whatever this stuff is called, grass blocks, or dirt, I guess. And kind of flattening this area. I might take down this hill, and we'll see. I mean, I don't want to destroy entirely the original landscape, because I feel like the original landscape is providing a little bit of, landscape and variation in height and stuff. But I definitely it's going to be really hard if I want to build another house in this area. It would be really hard to build it in the middle of this ravine. It would look pretty awkward just sort of sitting down in there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this in underneath and then cover over it with dirt. I'm thinking about going at I don't know which level, because I do want there to be some variation. So I'm thinking about maybe, would that be enough variation? 1 block? Yeah, I think that if I put the grass like at this level right here, where that stair is that I just plopped down and these like netherrack blocks are, I think that if I cover it over there, that'll be enough variation. Like that's 1, 2, let's see. That would be just like 1 block in variation of height and 2 there. I mean, that might be enough. That might be enough. Where once there was a giant hole, there is now a golf course. Yeah, I filled in that ravine thing. I did have to kind of create a bit of a ravine. Oh, not another creeper. One of these blew a hole in my house just a minute ago. That house, that new house that I built, yeah, I had to like reconstruct part of the wall because a creeper followed me into bed. Literally a creeper. Okay, anyway. So yeah, because basically the way that you get up to this area right now is through this stairway right here. And so I didn't want to make it be like this sudden like hill that went straight up and then to the top. So I kind of made a bowl shape here. I think that that's pretty good. I might actually, now that I've said that, make that stairway go up higher faster. That might be a good idea actually. Because otherwise this landscape around here is kind of useless and it does look a little strange being just a bowl shape. But anyway, I did fill that in. Yeah, I'm probably going to end up doing that now that I think about it. Anyway, so I filled that whole area in. So we definitely have enough room for like another large house, maybe one of this size. I'm probably not going to make it exactly the same as that. In fact, I've been thinking about how I want to make that house. But yeah, the other thing that I did was on this house, I did a lot of, well, not a lot, but I did some decorating on the outside. So I did some like gardening. It's not really landscaping. So I made this path go all the way around. There was like a little bit of a path right here from like the original village path that was here that spawned in with the world spawn. And then I built this sort of little campfire-ish area right here that I think looks pretty cool. I might actually put some gravel around it now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, see, when I start talking to you guys, that's when I get all my good ideas. And then I built 2 trees. I built that tree and I built that tree just to kind of give this a little bit more. I wanted to push the house back a little bit. Not physically, but like visually, I wanted to push the house back. So I wanted to have a couple of trees in front of it to make it look like it wasn't just like perched on the edge of the hill here overlooking this area. So now it's kind of visually pushed back by these 2 trees. Plus we just needed some more trees in the area anyway. I really like the way that I did this one. So I kind of remember how I did it and I will be doing more like that in the future. It looks kind of pom-pommy, but also, it's also like a weeping tree, like with the longer branches coming down. So I really like that one. Anyway, I did some flowers and I actually found some nice little flowers because I had to go get some more dirt from over where Waffle Stick built the ink farm. There was some bits of dirt over there and I had to fly over land because the portal connection in the nether had been removed when we built the nether. When we updated the nether. Anyway, so I found a bunch of flowers and I put them all around and lots of leaves kind of growing up on the build. And I think that looks really good. I like that quite a bit. I also put some lanterns around to kind of light up the exterior. And I built this little kind of pond thing. So a little bit of a water feature right there. I like that very much. And I think that I'm going to call this build done for now. I have not done the inside, but for me, interior decorating takes the longest, and it's a lot easier when I do multiple houses at the same time, because then I can go through and do them in stages. Because the hardest part about interior decorating is there's just so many different blocks and elements and different items that you have to place and stuff that you just can't keep it all in your inventory all at once. So pretty much like I load up my inventory with a set of items to do like kind of the major stuff, like the main furniture and things. And then I go back through again with like item frames and paintings and flower pots and flowers and other stuff like that. That tends to be the easiest way to do it. I didn't do it on this house because I just kind of wanted to have the whole thing done. But now that I know that I'm going to build multiple houses up here, I think that's going to be the better way to do it. Ooh, there's a random torch that I don't like. Anyway, Yeah, I'm really, really proud of how this turned out. I think it looks really good. It looks really, really nice. I like the details on it, and I like the color palette of this one a little bit better than the larger one we did before. I like the darker wood with the spruce. It doesn't mean I'm going to do it from now on, but I do like it quite a bit. And I don't know if I love the white, though. I wish that there was some other block I could use instead of that white color. Something a little bit darker, but not like a wood color and not like blackstone. So we'll see. We'll see. Looks like I'm trying to set the house on fire. Woo! It's a good thing that fire arrows don't start things on fire. Otherwise, I'd be in trouble. All right. Well, guys and gals, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of The Blockheads. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and share, and all that kind of awesome stuff that helps out the channel. But more importantly, I hope you're having an amazing, beautiful, awesome day, and God bless.